I mean, admittedly, I'm like universally kind of like flat when it comes to like this kind of game's narrative. It's like we're like world hopping, and we have like one exposition dump character that talks for like a while per world, usually once, and then we move to a new place with new characters. So I'm like, I don't. All right, let's go find Ford. Let's go, let's look for Ford. But it's also like something about the stakes of a Souls-like style gameplay system, and also the density of gameplay versus the sparseness of the narrative usually leads to me just not really following the narrative that much in this entire genre. I'm pretty much there for the play. But man, I love the graphics of this game. I love the entire art style. And so I just look half the time during the cutscenes, I'm just looking at the character designs and be like, this looks neat. I like the screen right now. She's talking about something. She's like, it's like eyes over here, except it's looking literally everywhere. except for listening. Because everything on the screen's so pretty.
7 button.
You having trouble there?
Yes, I'm having trouble. Oh, it's because OBS crashed. Of course it did. Why would anything go right? Why would a nice thing ever happen?
Loser.
Maybe something nice will happen today.
All players must be near in order to travel.
Oh my god, I know that you like traveling, Keith, but traveling is not an entire personality, you know? You have to have other hobbies.
Travel.
Alright, I'm coming over. Fuck. You want to come over to my place? My Elgato is freaking out. I'll be right there, baby.
I'll be right there.
I love having a broken Elgato. Apparently.
Oh yeah, break my Elgato.
God. It's like being
I like how if you say it in the right tone of voice.
Dominated, but by an Elgato.
If you say it in the right tone of voice, verb my noun is always dirty.
Verb not my noun?
It doesn't matter what the verb or the noun is.
Oh,
if you say it in the right tone, it's always dirty.
Oh, yeah.
It's just fact.
Drop my kids off at the pool.
Touch my stone.
Oh, yeah. Assemble my furniture. I'm trying to stretch your statement.
You like it, baby? You like it? Oh god, that thing was.
Man, moving a little bit to the left.
Oh my god, he looks cool. No, I want. No, don't die that fast.
That was a fucking rad enemy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sad he disappears so fast when you kill him. I wanted to look at what he looked like. He was like a. He was like a fucking. Like a Silithid looking multi-leg legged bug monster, but with a like a Gila monster head.
Yeah.
It's like a lizard bug. The designs in this game are great.
Oh yeah, for sure.
There he is again.
Blew all their money on making art that they forgot to like write a game to.
They wrote. It's just bleh. We might be getting more out of it if we were slowly going through all of the documents and everything. But then they went and made it a 3-player co-op game, which no one does that.
Yeah, I mean we could have, but nah.
I've never been in any friend group that will be like, let's slowly parse through the lore. When it's like there's always like a forward momentum that just keeps going. So like if there's a mandatory cutscene, that's usually the only story you get.
Yeah, I know, you've never played in a friend group.
Hell, whenever I play Borderlands or something like that in a group, I can't even parse what's being said in the game, usually.
So from my perspective, when you open this treasure chest, it looks like the animation freaked out because you just slide the lid to the right. I thought that basically what you did was you just rotated the entire treasure chest like 40 degrees along an axis. And like, it just gave you the item because they broke the code for rotating it.
Yeah, that's the puzzle. I solved the puzzle.
God, I love those things. They look like hydralisks.
They're really
almost.
cool.
I'm gonna shoot one.
Everybody shoot the bats.
God, your gun has such a comical zap sound to it. It sounds like a Windows 95 fucking 3D Space Cadet pinball sound effect.
It's like in Star Wars whenever somebody fires something in stun mode. And like the rings come out and it goes you're like, I keep forgetting that's an option. It's so rare. Weirdly, that's one of the first things that's established in the entire franchise, is that mechanic.
Yeah, that's true.
Because Leia gets shot by a stun gun, like, in the first scene. After she records the message. Yeah, like weird rings knock her over, and it's like, I guess she's alive?
Yeah.
I'm in the 70s, and I don't know what sci-fi is. What the fuck was that?
What? I'm just trying to picture, like, if you set a lightsaber to stun mode, all it would be is just a really long baton that you just, like, smack somebody with. It just becomes like a fucking, like, plastic lightsaber from a Target store.
It'd be a plastic bat.
Yeah, it's just a wiffle bat that you just hit them with.
Pong. Poo. It'd be hilarious. They do have training sabers, which I always wonder what the fuck that meant.
They're just made of wood.
Because it sounded like they're real lightsabers that are somehow in weak mode, and I'm like, they have a weak mode? I've never seen a lightsaber do anything besides disintegrate something. Like, but like as a kid,
flashlight.
As a kid, I read like every single Jedi Apprentice book, which was
weak mode would just be a flashlight.
Yeah, it's a flashlight. Yeah, I read that as a kid. There's all the books
it's
about.
Purple, it's mine. You suck.
Because they realized that they said you get it automatically. They realized that they set up this whole dynamic of like a master and apprentice but then they never are even like in a scene together for all of Phantom Menace, basically, until Qui-Gon dies. So they made an entire book series filling in the backstory of how Qui-Gon trained Obi-Wan, because none of it was covered at all in the content that was actually existed. And I read the fuck out of those books as a kid. Then they made a sequel series.
I only read one of the.
They had another one that was also like Obi-Wan training Anakin. And it was definitely like the exact same itch as reading Animorphs books as a kid.
Oh yeah, I only read one Star Wars book, and I really liked it because it was so different from the movies. Like the books are really, really cool and intriguing, and the movies are not really that. But like, it was about them like going to a temple and like assembling a lightsaber and stuff, and I was like, whoa, you have to build your own lightsaber and like get the right crystals for it and shit.
The kyber crystals.
That was really, really cool sounding.
Yeah, it's part. I think it's part of why stuff like KOTOR is often people's favorite Star Wars property as opposed to the actual movies. Because
I haven't played KOTOR in so long.
Detailed sci-fi isn't really well served. Detailed sci-fi is not really served well by movies, which have to be like 2 hours long or shorter and stuff. You can't really pause to deal with interesting concepts usually.
Yeah, it's worse for TV shows.
If you do, it basically won't be an action movie, which is why some of the best. That's why some of the best sci-fi is like Annihilation and Ex Machina. And it's like,
well, with Rick and Morty, it's like 30 minutes, but every single minute of it is pure genius. So I mean, they get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Does it burn you? Do you burn when you say these words?
Nah, I already traded my soul to Satan.
But Rick and Morty gets away.
So there's nothing left to burn.
Rick and Morty gets away with doing a lot of sci-fi content really quickly because it just uses other people's sci-fi as a shorthand. So it just assumes you already understand the kind of ideas it would use and just go straight for them without ever explaining them.
Yeah, I feel like Rick and Morty.
It's the everybody knows Spider-Man's backstory approach to sci-fi.
Yeah, it's sort of like Rick and Morty felt like this parody of Doctor Who that then tried to stand alongside Doctor Who, and it makes no fucking sense that it tried to do that because it's not remotely the same caliber as like an established sci-fi show. So like,
so then it just decided to rely on memes.
Yeah, And then it decided to rely
sells
on
merch.
making fun of the memes.
It sells
Ironic
merch.
memes. Yeah. Which in and of itself is probably a meme.
I have seen so many fucking instances of that Pickle Rick like merch item that everyone seems to have that looks like it's planted or something. It's like
I have no idea what you're talking about, but
I just keep seeing it in YouTube videos, and I've seen it posted in my Discord as people getting it, and like people are getting it for Christmas, and I'm like, what the fuck? First of all, that episode come out 2 years ago. Why are we still talking about it?
I was on a bus a while ago, and sometimes when I take the bus, a bunch of kids are getting out of like school or whatever at the same time I'm heading back home. Anyway, so nothing quite kills any meme faster than hearing a 8-year-old shout, "I'm Pickle Rick."
You shouldn't be watching that.
Yeah.
You should not be watching that show.
Because it's bad, or because he's in middle school?
Because he's in middle school. Or if he's an 8-year-old, he's in elementary school.
Well, I mean, it's basically the same as taking another science class.
No. How do you allow yourself to say such things?
No, by watching that, I mean, it's basically like he's taking a physics class in middle school, as well as a class on like ethics and morality.
Oh god.
And philosophy.
That's a thing you could say, I suppose.
Yeah.
A really distressing class on ethics.
It's learned by example of what not to do.
Whenever I meet somebody that likes Rick and Morty a little too much, it's always telling.
Telling of what?
Because it's usually the kind of nerd that like wants the idea reinforced through media that being an asshole is just a sign that you're smart and you shouldn't change anything about that. Because it's actually a good thing you're an asshole because you're so smart.
I thought
that's Rick's personality. He literally says it out loud multiple times.
Yeah.
Throughout the show, he says that exact thing. That's his idea. And people don't get that Rick's supposed to be a shithead you're not supposed to like or want to be, but people take him as evidence of like what to be like. And it's like, no, you're not supposed to. No, it's supposed to be.
It's been so long since I associated with anybody with that sort of tendency that I forgot that you're right, that people are kind of like that sometimes.
Like when he says that when he says that being nice is something that stupid people do to hedge their bets. You're supposed to think that's sad. You're not supposed to be like, oh yeah, right, I'm gonna buy his merch now. This is me. This is who I am.
I want a shirt of that guy.
I want a tattoo of him. Put that quote on my leg.
It reminds me of an Alan Moore quotation where, because he ran into that same problem when he wrote Watchmen, and he had the character of Rorschach. Yeah,
where people think that the creepy nightmare character is a hero.
Yeah,
when he's supposed to be he's supposed to be everything wrong with superheroes possible, and is a massive, horrible distortion.
What he said, Alan Moore. Did I say Alan Moore or did I say Moore? Yeah, because I really fucking hope I said Alan Moore.
You said Alan Moore.
Okay. All right. Yeah. What Alan Moore said was he was like, I wonder what a character like Batman would be like in like a realistic Batman, and he was like, it would be Rorschach, a complete fucking psychopath.
Yep.
And then, so what he ended up saying when people come up to him and they say like, oh, I love Rorschach, he's such a great character. He's like, that's cool. Please stay away from me as far as possible because he's a psycho and you are too.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, obviously he said it a lot more eloquently and Britishly. But he's British, right?
I think so. He looks like Rasputin.
Yeah, and Rasputin is well known for being British.
He talks in a Ringo Starr voice.
Fuck, Ringo Starr doesn't sound like a fucking whale from a cartoon.
It's not my finest work. That's what. He talks mad shit
I'm the
about Killing
conductor of
Joke.
the-
He doesn't like it.
Yeah.
I think he still stands by Watchmen,
Oh yeah,
though.
he hates Killing Joke. Like Alan Moore hates every adaptation of anything he's ever made.
Yeah, one of my goals is to reread Watchmen and then watch the show. It's supposed to actually be a pretty decent take on it. I don't know, it's the guy that made Leftovers, and that's like one of the best shows to come out in the last 5 years. Like, Leftovers was exceptionally good. And he's making the Watchmen.
Like the Watchmen movie was all that bad. I mean, I don't know what people. What? What did you not like about it?
It's pretty fucking iffy. It's not like a giant fucking perversion of the property like some stuff is, where it's like unrecognizable. Although sometimes I say that making an adaptation, sometimes what you should do is just actually make something of your own, using it as a jumping off point, like in the Clockwork Orange and Shining kind of way, and Shawshank Redemption.
Clockwork Orange is so impossibly long anyway.
But what the bummer with Watchmen is that Snyder, not being especially creative, pretty much just recreated the comic in the movie shot for shot with the exact same composition of the actual scenes. But everything he did change kind of seemed to consistently inform that he didn't get what he was adapting. Like he turned a bunch of the fights into cool slow-mo fights with like gore and mega violence, and look how cool the heroes are. It's like they're not supposed to be cool. None of them are supposed to be cool.
But I mean, when it came to like recreating all
and then he switched out the ending
stuff. Oh yeah, the ending was the problem. But you know, okay, actually, yeah, now that I remember the ending being a iffy, like that actually does suck.
Also the musical choices, the Song of Silence. And Hallelujah and Glory, Glory, Hallelujah, or whatever it was during the sex scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, you're reminding me of all the parts that sucked. So thank you for that.
But hey, the comedian was a buff Iron Man, so before Iron Man was a character, actually. He looks like that actor.
That's kind of true. Also, though, they did give Dr. Manhattan a pee-pee.
Yes, they did, which he always had. But yeah, they didn't like shy away. And then everyone argued about whether it was large or small. Like what? Aren't they all? I don't know. This is pretty big, or no, it's pretty small. This doesn't reveal anything. None of these things I'm saying reveal anything. What?
Yeah, it's like, did you think it was a big pee-pee?
A lot of people had a real awkward talk for a bit.
Yeah. Did you think it was big? Because I mean, it might have been.
I don't know. Just testing.
Yeah. It's like, I think that his penis was. And he's just looking around the room. He's like, bit small, bit. Just waiting for somebody to nod one way or the other.
This guy's
this
neat.
is a really weird joke. I like it, but it was very, very weird.
Well, it's like the idea like he's looking somebody in the eye while he's talking about Dr. Manhattan's penis, and seeing their facial reaction and trying to change the word to get the right facial reaction.
Yeah.
Because he's like revealing something about himself while he mentions it. So he's like trying to gauge it. Like, you could animate that really well.
Yeah,
that's like a
no. Dr. Manhattan has a very familiar penis size. It's one that I can identify with really easily. Like, wow, that sucks. Like, ironically identify with it.
Yeah. It keeps augmenting the statement.
Like, no, it sucks because it was so big. I mean, how do you do anything with it? I mean,
like a hot dog in a hallway, right? What a sad life. No wonder he went off into space. No wonder he needed 5 copies of himself to pleasure. Like a bundle of sticks.
God.
Just
right.
rapidly
It's
oscillating.
like one Dr. Manhattan, and then like 5 little Dr. Manhattans that all like the human centipede off of his pee.
I love the
and
idea
he
of
uses that to pleasure those.
I love the idea of someone just massively not being able to commit to any particular read on the penis.
Somebody else being like,
Guys,
well, you know,
anything
it
down
really
here?
is kind of hard to tell because sometimes it's like when he's really big, you know, it is pretty big, but like relative to his size, I mean, what did you think relative to the size of the rest of him? Is like, yeah, I mean, relative to the rest of him, you know, this
proportional, maybe.
I'd rank it as there, you know, it had some length, had some diameter.
It was, blue.
Offering like the one fact that's safe. Holy shit. Oh god.
It was blue. It respected physics.
Yeah.
Which is funny because he's a physicist.
The part that I thought was weird was that it was circumcised. Everyone is just staring at him. It was
Friend. Oh, look at his double flute. He's just chilling.
Yeah. Everyone's like, they're like, I mean, uncircumcised, and they're like, no, it was circumcised, and they're like, well, what are you staring at me for? I just didn't remember because sometimes he was wearing the diaper thing.
Diaper thing? What the fuck?
You know, sometimes he's wearing like that little like gray like
Speedo
Machoke belt.
Machoke belt. Oh god, if Machoke looked like Dr. Manhattan.
Dude, Machokes are blue.
Wait, we've been here.
Dr.
This is one of the
Manhattan's
gates we
blue.
couldn't open earlier.
Machoke's probably got a blue PP.
Where am I trying to go?
Right?
I guess we go this way. Machoke's probably got a blue PP. I mean, Machoke's like
I don't know.
Machoke's like purple gray. But maybe he's just his dick is like glowing blue. Rudolph the red.
Yeah, I like
It's reindeer.
I like how his dick was purple gray. Yeah. It was like, well, you know, we just, you know, the only reason we were staring at you was because we thought it was really weirdly judgmental about the fact that his dick was in that state.
Oh no,
like,
Machoke,
what,
it's real
circumcised?
dark here in Mountain Moon. We just can't find our way through here. You're gonna have to bring out your little friend.
Why are they saying it like, oh no, how terrible.
Oh no.
It'd be so awful if I needed to reach down and grab a flashlight and whoopsie doodle.
Machoke, the blue glow penis.
What the fuck?
It's a fucking Rudolph allegory, but Machoke needs to
An
guide
allegory of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Yeah.
You mean a reference, not an allegory?
Shut up. You don't know. It's an
allegory would be like if you did the entire lore.
You know what an
and
allegory
instead of
is? A
Rudolph, it was
reference. Ba-boom. Ha! Checkmate.
It's not, and I hate you. Ow. God.
This only hurts me. In the end. But these guys die quick. They also got that blue glow. Where are we going? I don't know. I just fucking flail. Every time we play this game, you follow me, but I'm not an authority on anything. Hello. Ah, surprise bad people behind us. Why? Where'd they come from?
Maybe that one guy can be like,
were they following us
the weirdest
the whole
scene
time?
was when Dr. Manhattan had that hard on for the entire movie. They're like,
oh no! Because
they're like, yeah, when he was fully erect up there in Vietnam, I thought that was really something else. Like, he didn't have an erection. Like,
oh yeah.
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
Obviously.
I think it might have been oh, did you hear erection? I meant to say reflection because he was reflecting off of the water there. God damn. Boy, I love this joke. Can't get enough of it.
How do you know where your goal is in this game?
There's a map.
That doesn't help.
Do you see the skull on it? We walk to that and shoot
that
the thing
skull
that
has
the skull
been at the bottom of
represents.
the map the entire playthrough. We've had this conversation a lot of times.
I know.
I just don't have an objective. Wait, can I not? How do I get to the bottom of the map? When I open the map, there's like a chunk of that looks okay. Oh yeah.
Well, I'll tell you
So
how
now
to get to the bottom
I think we're
of the
getting there
barrel.
now.
Tell more Dr. Manhattan pee-pee jokes, am I right?
There's like an area over here that's not explored, right? The bottom of the barrel. Oh yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Oh,
I think
this is good.
I think we
This
just
is good
got here and
progress,
turned
yeah.
left and immediately didn't go this way. We just
Oops.
went around in the circle because it's, despite being such a long, twisty, twindy hallway, it loops if you don't go this way.
Yeah, this map was weirdly linear up until it wasn't.
Well, this is a boss fight chamber. Look at all this dramatic area with no enemies in it because they're going to spawn. Or they won't. I don't know. I'm not a cop.
Well, we have to go through the fog gate. And then, I mean, there's not going to be enemies near the fog gate. We need to see them. Don't. You can't shoot me. I'm going to roll.
You can't shoot me. I have a force field on. Yeah, I had an anti-force field gun. Why an anti-force field gun, force field gun, force... I lost the... It's really hard to keep layering that.
God damn.
Did you ever live that as a kid? The shitty make-believe?
because I wasn't fucking stupid.
You didn't deal with like the make-believe where people were like pretending to like use powers or guns or whatever as kids? And then,
No, I mean,
and then people
sort
make
of.
up
We
dumb
did,
bullshit reasons why nuh-uh and stuff like that.
We did that, but we did that by playing, we all played DBZ.
Yeah.
So we all had like, we would like meet and spend like the first half of lunch like deciding on our moveset. And like we had some pretty unspoken rules about like how long you had to like stand with your arms up in the air to do a spirit bomb and shit like that.
Oh.
So
Just,
no,
you
it was
just get
pretty
to,
organized.
just get to hop out with the spirit bomb just like that, huh?
No, you can't hop out with a spirit bomb. That was the rule.
Just seems like that even being on the table is pretty overpowered. You guys are terrible at balancing games as kids. I think we're supposed to shoot this thing.
The bell.
And now we die.
Are you sure? Because it didn't seem to do jack
I know,
shit.
we're locked in here. There's something to do.
Oh god, I'm locked in here with you. Rorschach all over again. Oh shit. Oh Keith. Keith.
What's up?
Keith.
Ooh. Hey, buddy.
No.
Hey, buddy.
No, what we do is we walk away.
He didn't like that when I shot him. Oh my god, look at all the arms! Oh, he's cool!
Wow, evolution really gave this guy a couple extra. Gave him a hands up, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, he's super cool.
Yeah, this guy, the Ravager, he's gonna go out on a limb.
Ravage me.
Ow.
Oh god, he got you.
Not gonna acknowledge my pun there.
We just, oh, out on a limb.
Yes.
I'm
Well,
very proud of
Ravager's
you.
gone. We did it.
Oh, where'd he go?
Over there.
Oh, he's got people on him now. That's worse.
Oh, well, people are dead. Ha! Ha! God, I got ravaged.
He's got like, oh god. So he's got like four. So he's got 4 paws, 2 arms, and like 4 eyes. There's a lot to take in here.
But like these skulls are fucking him up, man. This is a really easy boss.
I think
I feel
I think
like-
all the people on him are supposed to be dangerous, but I have like an explodey poison gun, and it pretty much just kills them. Oh,
Yeah,
I'm out of
these
pistol
skulls
shots
are,
actually.
like, really overpowered or something, honestly.
Oh shit, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, actually. I need a chance to heal.
I feel
There we
like
go.
the first couple of boss fights that we did in this game were way harder than the boss fights we've had ever since then.
You forgetting the most recent boss fight before the session?
Oh yeah, that guy was a dick.
Yeah. Like whenever you say that, we get hit by the worst boss fight.
Okay, that may be true.
The game's always like, I heard you was talking shit.
Well, I didn't hear it right now because the Ravager is actually super fucking easy. Owie! Alright, the game heard I was talking shit.
Yep,
And the Ravager immediately lunged and bit the shit out of my shoulder.
Tail? I think he's a rat tail. He might just be a rat, actually.
No, because then his name would be the Ravager. Dumbass.
Oh, yeah, those are definitely wolf fangs. That's definitely a... he's a neat dude.
Wolf of the woods.
Oh yeah, that narrows it down as being wolf. Look at him. Oh, there he goes.
That was nuts.
Yeah, that guy and the lizard centipede hydralisk thing is really cool.
Yeah, these were really nice designs lately.
I'm really amused that he was just fucking sitting there staring at us.
Well, that's because he didn't assume we were going to be dicks to him. But then you came along
Oh,
and
there's more bells
dashed
here.
that on the rocks once again.
There's bells here too. I wonder if we were supposed to do something to summon him.
No, I think that the bells are just there for decoration. You were supposed to shoot the wolf, which you did.
Maybe we could have talked to him. Maybe that's why he was passive. Maybe you could walk up and talk to him.
I doubt that, but I really wish we had tried that now.
Well, you should have tried that instead of been a coward.
Diplomacy is not cowardice, all right?
You no, but you being a coward was cowardice.
Cowardice is not diplomacy, all right?
Exactly.
Wait, fuck. No, pretend I said something that supports my argument.
You're really nailing it today. Foolproof.
I mean, if you just replace everything that I said with good things, then yes, I am.
I think part of the reason why it's a little hard for me to care about the people we're interacting with and locations we go to on like a story level is that I'm aware of the fact that like it's randomizing which dungeons we're doing anyway. Like it's not just changing their layout, the entire dungeons are like people keep talking about like, oh man, you got that place. I've done like multiple playthroughs trying to get that place. It's like, so even the locations we play are in themselves arbitrary. So it's just kind of like
cool.
It's kind of like a weird randomized piecemeal thing. Like if you played the game, if you were playing the game in parallel to our co-op session, you would not be having the same campaign as that we're having. Like
That's
you're actually
cool.
Joining my world is actually playing a different campaign. It's neat. It's like the randomized campaigns of Diablo.
Designers. That's actually pretty awesome. Ow!
Oh, that must be Ford.
I was gonna try that next, you dick. You absolute fucking donut.
Never thought I'd see a human again. How the hell did you get here? This world, I mean.
I drove a Ford Patuxle.
The Root Mother told me to search the labyrinth for you.
The Root Mother, you said. Why would she send you after me?
I have to stop the Root at the Dragon's Atoll.
Root on the Atoll? You mean Ward 17? Why in God's name would you? Oh, holy hell. Clawbone's the source. Harsgard's dreamer was the gate. My life's work. Fair warning. You're walking a pretty dangerous road. But maybe, just maybe, you'll succeed where I failed. How can I help?
What the fuck was any of those lines?
Exo Presley has the gate. Has the deck. Arsgard is the gate.
Shut up.
For some reason it just stood out to me, the cadence of the sentence. I was like,
Oh, it was so awkward.
it's that one sentence that's been burned into my brain from Mass Effect.
Oh, yeah, no, it was pretty awkward.
Can you tell me how to get into the tower?
Yeah, I know how to get in. There's a mirror in Ward 13. Not where the survivors live. In the lower floors.
Why is your
Locked
clothing
away.
got like a weird
That
crotch
mirror
cape
is
going
like
on?
a door to the other wards. Here. This key will let you unlock the computer connected to the mirror.
How do I get to the mirror if it's locked away?
Oh, right, of course. You've been to my office, yes? There's a key card to the ward on my workbench.
You mean this key card?
That's it. Using
I
it will
definitely
get
kind of
you
dig
into
this
Ward
profile
13.
shot they're doing.
Just head to the lowest level of the base and use it on the locked door.
Wait, I have more questions.
Sure.
No, you
But
don't.
waste
God
time.
damn
The
it.
loot aren't waiting around for you.
Oh,
What
wait,
can I
this is the American guy.
What can I expect in Ward 17?
Hell if I know. The route's been there since the beginning. And if the dragon, or whatever is in there now, is their master, bring everything you got. Don't take anything for granted.
Why don't you come with me? Because no one can in this game.
Look at me. Do I look like I still got any fight left in me? I
Oh,
wish I
don't be
could.
so hard on yourself.
Those days are long gone. You're the last hope now.
You were trying to stop the route, like I am. Why'd you quit?
I regret giving up. The answer was right under my nose if only I hadn't stopped looking.
It's his
But
beard.
it cost me a lot to get this far.
That's called a
I
mustache.
sacrificed everything. Everyone I knew and loved. I'd had enough. Oh, I don't mean it's not worth a shot, especially if
Laugh.
you've got nothing left to lose. Just do yourself a favor, huh? Accept the price you paid to get there. It'll help you when it's over.
Well, thankfully, I'm a weird protagonist vessel with a blank slate, no personality, and zero connections to anybody, so no one will miss me.
Good luck. You'll need it.
That's not true, faceless and hero. Ah.
You're gonna care when I'm gone?
Why is your cloak like your cloak is wrong? It's like flipped around. Oh, maybe you can't see it.
It is. No, yeah, it is.
Oh, your cloak like is
That's supposed
clipping
to do
through
that.
you,
There
and
it
it's like
goes.
coming out your crotch.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
fixed now.
fantastic.
Yeah, that happens sometimes.
Oh,
where
why'd you fix it? I loved
cloak
it.
gets stuck on the wrong side of a part of the character model.
The dick. Yeah.
That's always the funny thing when you're playing a game like Sinking City or something, and it's like a AA 3D game. So it's like every time you start a conversation with somebody, some part of like the hair or cloth physics is always glitching out in every conversation.
Yeah. At that point, just stay in your lane a little bit. Make it look consistent rather than like you're trying to be Mass Effect with two people.
I always wonder about how those mechanics work, because it always feels like you should be able to like do something along the lines of like not having physics be fully simulated in moments like that. Like just kind of have it being mostly a default position or something.
You can, but that takes it's potentially a little bit buggier than you would expect actually to do it that way.
He said I could use it like a
let's say you
port to
have,
finally
like,
reach the atoll, or Ward 17 as he called it.
Let's say you have like a bimodal like physics kind of setting, and like you have like a low
Alright, so we need to go.
like I don't know what to call it. Oh, we have to travel somewhere.
Yep.
You have like a low resolution and a high resolution like physics simulation. If you like have like cutting over from one to the other can like cause things to really break, because all of a sudden like all the calculations can be totally thrown off and like the state of everything can be completely messed up. So I don't know. It depends on what your resources are.
There we are. So we're actually going right back where we just were. Remember when we were down under deck and there was like a dead end? Turns out I was
the mirror.
I was
Okay.
unlocking all the stuff that leads us to the current story beat. Basically, there's a mirror down there that we can now
cool.
interact with.
What the fuck? Nobody else in the world is a mirror?
I don't remember how to get there. Oh wait, it was over here. It was past these
merchants. Yeah, I can tell because I'm following you and you're definitely taking me the wrong direction.
Yeah, well, all you ever do is follow, so eh.
That's because I'm trying to keep up with you in the co-op game, Keith. In the co-op game. It'd be so much more frustrating if I didn't do that.
Ward 13.
I think we can go down one more.
We might.
Or maybe not. Maybe this is the way to go. I don't really remember.
Yeah, here's the weird. Here's the globe I told you about.
What the fuck?
Yeah, the sphere that's cut out of the world.
This is actually.
Yeah.
Well,
neato.
I mean, this is definitely somebody was shooting a gun, and they vastly underestimated how strong the gun is. Oh, it was probably this person. Wait.
This doesn't appear to do anything.
Keith.
What?
I pointed my gun at these people and my reticle glowed red for a second. Don't do that. I was trying to give you a warning for why not to do that.
Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Unless
anyway,
you die.
they're across the hall from the big sphere explosion thing, so I gotta figure it was their fault.
I just broke in. I just broke into this place. There was loot inside.
There's a computer over here. Do you want to use the computer?
There's a lot of computers around here. I think they're Fallout 3 style loot dumps.
Oh, could be, yeah.
There's also a. Let's see, where was it? Oh yeah, I should show you this. Come here.
Sorry, give me 1 second.
Come to me.
And I'll be terrified of the fucking key monster.
This will give you a stupid trait.
Again.
If you use this tape player, it'll give you a trait. It just plays like eldritch noises or some shit. The trait's bad though. But congrats, you have it now.
It's kind of neat.
Yeah,
I'll listen to a recording of a whale and all of a sudden I can summon Satan.
Let's say, you can spend it, you can level up a skill that gives you like 1.5% increased experience per level. But you're spending a whole level to get like 1% increased experience. I'm like, that can't ever pay itself back. That seems like it's a net loss no matter what.
It'd be like if you listen to like the Tim Allen sound and use that to gain eldritch powers. Jesus Christ, he made it sound like a fucking Doom imp.
It's like all the worst noises.
This is like a fucking the T-Rex sound effect from Jurassic Park plays.
I was going for Tame by the Pixies, where he makes pterodactyl noises for half the song. Access terminal. No system diagnostics. Testing uplink. Testing memory. Success. Cool. Initialize mirror. Bitch. Mirror initialized. Cool, we turned the mirror on. That's how mirrors work.
You can't hurt me. I'm traveling through the mirror.
Never mind all the blood. Never mind that all my inside blood's on the outside. It's a flesh wound. Ooh.
All right, well.
It got bloopy in here.
It's fine. Let's find a checkpoint. Start wrapping things up. I think the route's here.
Ward 17, even though it says 16 everywhere.
Wait, oh, it does. What the fuck?
They're like, now entering Ward 17.
Wait, what?
The environment clearly says it's Ward 16. That's
Do they not
embarrassing.
know how numbers work? That's fucking weird. What?
I think the idea is that our goal. Oh wow, there's a crystal. That's a crystal like the one from before. I think the idea might be that the goal of this dungeon is to reach Ward 17, but it starts in 16 because we have to go like one floor deeper. Because like
I like this
because we were on 13, then so we must have gotten here from 14. No, the art's great in this game. It's so good. They paid
a concept artist to paint that little room, and then they turned it into the video game. And that concept artist was probably temporarily happy.
Temporarily happy because he received payment.
Boy,
job's done.
Adding temporary in front of the word happy really
negates
diminishes the happy
implications. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would you like some temporary happiness? I mean, I wish you didn't put it that way. Could you not, please?
Would you like a fleeting little sense of dopamine?
Fleeting
I will give you some
dopamine.
I will give you many happy chemicals for 1 second. All right,
you may find that the dopamine to be quite fleeting.
Especially if it's when you arrive, as in when you come. So it's like you may find anyway. I'm gonna exit application now. You do whatever the hell you want. Goodbye, stream.
Goodbye.
How's it going?
I'm gonna do logistics things, which I have time to do because you're gone.
Yeah.
Here's the part where I do all the upgrades.
Later.
Yeah. Enjoy.
Goodbye.
You've met Andrew. Is he well?
I mean, yes, I have met Andrew. He lives. He fights for others.
Then he is himself. Much has changed since we met. You, the root, have tasted fear. It is a fear. This world will not. What the root have taken cannot be returned. Yet.
What? That was weird.
This may help you on your journey.
It just started skipping all over dialogue, but I wasn't pressing anything.
To fare
so that was.
All is well, child.
Why the fuck was that happening? Oh well. I was just checking to see if I could upgrade my healing item, which I cannot. We don't have another one of those yet.
Yeah.
Just doing my due diligence of checking all the vendors. The Song of Swords! That sounds awesome. Projects a 20-meter aura that moves with the caster. All heroes standing in the aura will have their damage dealt increased by 15%. That's not a lot of damage. That's not very exciting. 15% damage. If you did 10 damage, now you'll do 11 damage. That's worth casting. Erosive aura. Enemies that step into the aura get corroded effect, which reduces their defense by 20%. Slightly more appealing, maybe, but they're not super exciting for things that you cast. That's the kind of thing that I would hope to have as an aura that's always on, not a thing that I cast periodically. That's kind of disappointing. The curse of the jungle god. Gotta spend a tentacle pod, you know, that thing that I got, of course. Lets me, I get to shoot tentacles at people.
Good to see you again. Certainly.
Can afford more things. Yes. Yes. Wow, actually, yeah, wow. I've got some luminite crystals for days, apparently. Oh my god. I've become strong boy. I don't want to spend galvanized iron. But all of my current, yep. All of my current gear requires galvanized iron. I want to get my weapon past the galvanized iron tier, and then I'll go to my armor. It takes some saving to get there. But yeah, it's stronger now. We're good. Gonna ruin some people next time, hopefully.